What's going on, investors? My name is Spenny, and in this video I'm going to be covering Hyliion. Some big news was announced that you probably already know about, but in this video I'm going to be breaking down that news and exactly what it means for the stock price. So if you're an investor in Hyliion or considering investing in them, stay tuned, this video is definitely for you. Alright, before we get into the video, most of you guys probably don't know who I am. My name is Spenny, I'm 27 years old. I've been investing in the stock market for 5 years now, and on this channel I share my successes and my failures. And this channel is very new, so if you want to help it out, please drop a like on the video and feel free to subscribe if you're interested in more stock related content. Okay, so let's get into Hyliion. I'm going to break up this video into 4 parts. Part 1, we're going to be talking about the big news that was announced. Part 2, we're going to be looking at first mover advantage and how this benefits Hyliion so much in their market. Part 3, we're going to talk about how Hyliion is disrupting the Class 8 semi market and what that means for its potential stock price with its opportunity it's tackling. And then part 4, we're going to talk about its current market cap and where it could be in the next few years to 10 years. Okay, so big news for Hyliion. You guys probably already know about this. They've announced on September 28th at 9:30 a.m. they will be merging with Tortoise Acquisition Group. This will be a virtual meeting, so if you were invested into Hyliion before, I think it's August 24th, you're able to partake in the virtual meeting and watch it happen. But either way, the big news is that they're merging on September 28th at 9:30 a.m. Now, currently Hyliion trades on the ticker symbol SHLL. After this merger, it's going to be HYLN. So just be aware of that if you see it change and you're like, what is this? So after this merger takes place, Hyliion will have $560 million cash at its disposal. So this $560 million is going to enable Hyliion to do a few really important things for the next growth cycle. Okay, so why is this $560 million such a big deal? Well, it's because with $560 million cash, Healy, the CEO of Hyliion, stated that's enough to get the Hypertruck ERX into full production with no additional investments required. Now, the Hypertruck ERX is really their flagship product that's coming out here. So if we look at what they have right now, available today is the hybrid electric truck for Hyliion. And just looking at the numbers here, the 7-year total cost of ownership is about $404,000, which is 6% less than a typical diesel truck. Now that's not too bad, and Hyliion has been able to do quite well with this product. But with that $560 million, they're able to push the Hypertruck ERX, and this product is what's really going to accelerate Hyliion's growth into the future. So let's take a look at why that is. Here we can compare Hyliion with their main competitors, Nikola and Tesla. Yes, Nikola is a competitor apparently. Let's just go with it. Really, their only competition right now is Tesla, and there'll be other competition in the future, but for now we'll look at this. So the upfront vehicle cost $220,000 versus Nikola's $235,000 and Tesla's $200,000. Then you see the 7-year total fuel cost. It's $94,000. Nikola's $350,000. This is not even gonna make it to market, honestly. The hydrogen. This is because it's you can see here it's a fuel cell electric vehicle. So the cost of hydrogen is just way too high. It's not competitive. Why would anybody buy this over Hyliion or Tesla? People won't. And then yeah, Tesla's is $98,000, so comparable with Hyliion. And then you see here the 7-year total payload revenue, loss/gain. This is kind of confusing. Tesla has the worst payload revenue loss/gain, and that's because their batteries are apparently just too heavy. But maybe this will change. Battery day is just around the corner, and maybe they'll announce something different. So again, who knows what the future is going to look like, but as of right now, this is what we know. And you can see with Hyliion, it's in brackets here, 35,000, so they actually gain 35,000. It carries better than a diesel. And then, so the total cost of ownership over 7 years is $279,000 compared to Nikola's $637 and Tesla's $438. So massively more efficient, which is going to enable Hyliion to be a leader in disrupting this market. So to sum part 1 up, with $560 million in cash, they can use to push the Hypertruck ERX to market, which basically leaves all the competition way behind. Because right now with the hybrid electric, Tesla's semi that's coming out soon is still very competitive with Hyliion, But with the Hypertruck ERX, that competition gap really widens, and Hyliion is a clear leader right now once this product comes to market. So first mover advantage, what exactly is that? Well, taking a look here, Hyliion already has vehicles on the road. Now, why is this such an advantage? Well, for many reasons, such as Hyliion's current vehicles on the road are collecting data and analytics, which is going to help Hyliion to continue to innovate and improve their products. And two, they're already building relationships with large customers. So by the time Nikola releases their truck, Hyliion will already be well-known, trusted brand, and with a better product. So with Hyliion already being well-known, with a better product, and an established relationship with big customer clients, and those customer clients talk to other big well-known potential customers, there's really no reason for these customers to just suddenly drop their relationship with Hyliion and go to Nikola. So in my opinion, once the Hypertruck ERX is released, it's game over for Nikola. Maybe Tesla will still remain competitive. I am a big believer in Tesla, but this Hypertruck ERX is just next level, and this is going to really help Hyliion with continuing to grow. So I believe once the Hypertruck ERX is released, news will spread very fast in the trucking industry. And if you're a CEO of a large company like Cisco with tons of Class 8 semi-trucks, it's your job to run the company as efficiently as possible. So you're likely going to choose Hyliion, especially over something like Nikola. So part 3 is about Hyliion disrupting the Class 8 semi-market. Now, I love this. I think the years 2020 to 2030 is going to be the decade of industries being disrupted. So you need to factor this in when you're investing in a company. Is the company you're invested in disrupting an industry, or are they being disrupted? In Hyliion's case, they are attacking the Class 8 semi industry, and they have barely any debt. So it's very low risk I see with this, and huge potential. I'm going to talk about the potential in just 1 second here. So that potential is an $800 billion market opportunity. And this opportunity is happening right now, and it's going to continue to happen over the next 10 years. Hyliion has the chance to chip away at an $800 billion market opportunity, and I think this is going to all take place within 10 years' time. We can see here that California has already announced that by 2024, they want manufacturers to be producing electric vehicles. Now, this is going to happen a lot faster than what people think. Electric vehicles are just becoming so much more efficient than the typical combustion engine, where if these large companies want to remain competitive and give their company the best advantage they can with cost savings, they're going to be switching to electric sooner than later. There's really no sense for them to wait. So part 4 is current market cap and where is it heading in the future possibly. So right now it has a market cap of 1.5 billion and a projected revenue of 344 million in 2020, then jumping to 2.1 billion in 2024. So at the current market cap, Hyliion doesn't look cheap. It's trading at about 5 times sales, so price to sales ratio of about a 5. However, seeing that massive jump in sales in just a 2-year period from 344 million to 2.1 billion, I believe they can keep up that kind of revenue growth over the next 10 years as they chip away at that $800 billion market opportunity. And so when you're looking 5 to 10 years out with Hyliion, a 1.5 billion market cap is going to look extremely cheap. However, there are short-term risks with Hyliion. It's already experienced about a 400% return on investment this year. So that kind of growth just can't keep on continuing. There will probably be a pullback in the near future. Now, I don't know if this is going to happen immediately after the merger on the 28th or maybe a few months after that. I can't predict that. I don't have a crystal ball. But there might be a pullback until sales start to catch up to where the market cap is. But this isn't too complicated. When you're looking 5-10 years out, even at a 1.5 billion market cap, if they execute their business plan and properly tackle this 800 billion market opportunity, their stock will look incredibly cheap, and you're looking at a 10-bagger here. But of course, like any speculative investment, this is if they execute, and there always is a big if. However, to me, Hyliion looks a lot more proven than something like Nikola. Now, I'm not currently invested in Hyliion. I missed out when it was $10 a share. I remember researching this company and thinking, yeah, I could probably buy, but I don't really want to compete against Tesla. Well, obviously that was a mistake, 400% later. However, now I'm at the point where I don't want to buy in after 400% gains. So if there's a big enough dip, I'll buy into Hyliion. I think they got really good products and a good opportunity ahead of them. So if you guys found this video informative, please feel free to drop a like on it, comment down below, and hit the subscribe button if you want to see more content like this. And thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.